Good Monday morning. Looks like we'll see a couple of showers out there for today, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms, but the coverage is going to be about 30–40% for today, so nothing too bad for this afternoon. Could catch a few heavy downpours. That's about it as we go through this afternoon, and we're expecting more of the same as we go through not only today, but looks like maybe through Thursday we're going to be catching some showers and thunderstorms mainly each afternoon. As we take the rest of the day forecast for today, we'll go about 30% coverage of maybe a few showers or thunderstorms around 2 o'clock with temperatures around 90, and then we'll back off to the middle 80s by 6 o'clock with maybe an isolated shower still lingering through the early evening hours. And then by 10 o'clock, everything should die down. We'll see temperatures down around 80 degrees by 10 p.m. And overnight, we're not expecting really much except maybe a coastal shower. We'll go about 10–20% coverage of shower along the coast as we head towards Tuesday, and then Tuesday we'll see another flare up during the afternoon. But if you're out running errands or something like that this afternoon, I would keep an umbrella handy. There are going to be some scattered downpours here and there as we go through the afternoon. Our allergy report for today, not showing any tree, of course. This is not the time of year for tree pollen. Weed and grass on the medium side, and then mold is low since we haven't had too much rain over the last few days. There's been a few isolated showers over the weekend, but didn't see a whole lot, so that's been pretty good. And so mold is a little bit low. If we catch some rain probably through the next 2 or 3 days, that mold count probably going to be going up just a little bit. Outside right now, generally partly cloudy skies. We'll look at a couple of sky cams here. That one was down towards Port Arthur, and this one's up in Jasper. As we look at some of the roads up there in the Jasper area, this camera brought to you by Provalis, part of the Roofing 911 live Skycam network from Jasper. And I don't think you'll see too much in the way of any showers till mid to late afternoon up in the Jasper area. And the coverage up in the lakes area today, I think a little less, about 30%, as we'll have a little bit better chance as seeing some scattered showers and thunderstorms down here near the coast or near I-10 as that moisture comes in off the Gulf. We'll see some of those showers kind of working their way off the Gulf up and through the area. So by the time they get up towards the lakes area, won't see too much there. As we look right outside our 12 News studio, this camera right on our tower outside, as we look down I-10, looks like the lunch hour is going to be fine as we see the traffic is nice and running smooth there here around 11:30. Our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network from right here at our 12 News studio, brought to you by Mid-County Plumbing. Skies are partly cloudy. You can see those clouds starting to climb a little bit. Some of these cumulus clouds starting to try to climb a little bit up into the atmosphere. And once you get them tall enough and thick enough, that's where we start to see some of those showers kind of pop up along the base, along the bottom of those. Right now we don't have anything overhead. As we head over towards the Horseman's Western Store in Orange, seeing temperature there already showing 90 degrees. At least traffic's going smoothly through the construction over there in Orange at the Horseman's Western Store. We're looking at 90 degrees, humidity sticky at 64%, 60–70%. That's not fun as far as humidity readings go. And we're seeing a little bit of a southeasterly wind. We'll see a south to southeasterly wind today, generally between about 3 and 8 miles an hour. Winds aren't going to be up there too much today. Maybe a little bit of breezy conditions around a few of those showers or thunderstorms, but overall winds won't be a factor today. And like I said, looks like traffic's going well through Orange. Let's see if we can catch one more camera, and this is one down towards Beaumont here. Packer LaPrade camera as we look at the skyline of Beaumont. Once again, you can see those clouds starting to build up a little bit darker in some of the bottoms of these where we could see a couple of showers. Our Roofing 911 Live Skycam network from Packer LaPrade downtown currently showing 90 degrees downtown, humidity at 60%, and we're seeing a little bit of a south to southwesterly winds once again between about 3 and 8 miles per hour. As we check current temperatures, right now we're looking at numbers around 90 in Port Arthur, officially right at 90, 86 in Orange, 87 in Beaumont, 88 in Silsbee, 89 in Kirbyville, Jasper's at 88, and Woodville currently at about 90. Also want to point out we have the number down at the bottom of the screen. If you have any weather questions, you can text our phone, our weather phone, if you want to call it that, at 409-749-9302. I'll check it right before we get done with this stream at 11:45. But if you have any questions, you can text us there. We can't call the phone. We don't take calls at this number, but we do take text if you have any questions about what's going on weather-wise across Southeast Texas here. So that's the number, 409-749-9309. You might want to just write that down in case you do have a question. You can text that number anytime, and when we're checking the phone, we try to answer you back. All right, here's a look at radar right now, and there are a few showers out there. It looks like a little bit more off towards our east and west than right in the immediate area. But we do have a few showers here and there, some heavier stuff over towards, say, just north of Lake Charles. And then as you get around between Houston and Liberty, there's a few thunderstorms there through heavier cells. We'll kind of zoom in on what's going on around here. And you can see Port Neches, mid-county there. Not quite over towards Bridge City, but Port Neches, Groves, seeing some heavy downpours right now. Mauriceville, not quite to Deweyville, seeing a little bit of a heavy downpour there. Southern parts of Newton County. Orange is fine right now. Beaumont's fine. We're dry here. And then it looks like southern Hardin County dry at the moment, but some of these showers probably going to be working their way up into the southwestern corner of Hardin County. And then we're seeing a couple of showers down there into, say, central southern parts of Jefferson County, one just to the east of Winnie. Nothing too big there, just a few isolated showers. But not seeing too much right now, but like I said, once we get into the afternoon, we get those temperatures up there into the lower 90s, 91, 92. We'll see more activation as far as some of these showers and thunderstorms. And you notice they're drifting from the Gulf kind of northward as they come up through the area. So north or south to north is the direction that they're heading. So if you're out in the, live up in the lakes area, you've got probably a couple hours before you have to really deal with any rain for later on this afternoon, as this stuff's going to kind of take its time going up. But there are spotty showers here around the triangle, and I think we'll get a little bit more activity as we get into the afternoon. Like I said, we're kind of in a little bit drier section right now. The heavier rains have been over towards the Lake Charles area and then back over towards Houston, towards Liberty. They've been seeing a little bit more in the way of some scattered rain. But keep the umbrella handy. We'll need see some showers and thunderstorms kind of popping up from time to time. Looking across the state, we have more rain out in central Texas. This stuff should start to eventually break up and lighten up as we head towards most of the rest of the week. But today's been another day where we've been seeing some very heavy rain between Austin and San Angelo. Now, this rain that we're seeing here has been north of the Kerrville area, where they've been doing a lot of the searching along the Guadalupe River. So luckily, this stuff is north, even though they've been seeing some problems as far as some flash flood warnings, not in the area that was affected for 4th of July. So hopefully we get this stuff done with for today into tonight, and they don't see too much more activity for this week, as they can get out and start searching for some more people, try to clear out some of that debris around the Kerrville area. You can see on radar we have scattered showers through central Texas all the way up towards the Dallas area, and then back down towards Houston. There's some scattered showers as well. As we take a look around the rest of the country, Rocky Mountain states to the west coast, dry, nothing out there as far as any activity. We do see some showers and thunderstorms up through the Dakotas, heading into Minnesota for this morning. Also want to point out right here towards Washington, D.C., that little area of rain that's been, that it was Tropical Storm Chantal that formed over the weekend, came on shore through the Carolinas, worked its way northward, and eventually just kind of died down. But it did bring some heavy rain towards the Carolinas over the weekend. It did eventually officially become a tropical storm. Elsewhere across the country, a couple of showers here and there through the Midwest, not much going on. And it looks like maybe New England up in, well, maybe northern parts of Maine getting a little bit of rain for this morning, but not too much in the way of heavy rain across parts of the U.S. There are a couple of areas. As we look at our futurecast, showing some scattered showers out there for today. 30-40% coverage of scattered showers and thunderstorms for today. Those will die down as we get into the evening, and then overnight we're expecting pretty dry conditions as we head into tomorrow morning. Could see maybe a couple of little coastal showers by tomorrow morning, so we'll go a small chance of rain towards the coast through the overnight. And then tomorrow, once again, we'll see a flare up of some showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon across the area, so keep the umbrella handy. We have an area of low pressure that's in the Gulf of Mexico, upper level low actually, and it's going to be drifting towards us, and that should help give us a little bit better chance of some showers and thunderstorms as we head towards tomorrow. So we'll up our rain coverage. It's about 50% for tomorrow, and then back down to around 40% as we head, it looks like, towards Wednesday and Thursday. And then by the time we get to the weekend, I think things will look a little bit drier, and I'll show you that in our 7-day forecast. Our coastal marine forecast for today, looking at only one high tide, and that was early this morning. That was at 4:09, so no more high tides today. South winds along the coast at 5 to 10 knots brings our seas only about a foot today. Light chop on the inland lakes and bays. Really not a bad day for the boat, except we're going to have to dodge some of these showers and thunderstorms. You can see winds right now along Texas Point out of the southwest at about 10 to 13 miles an hour. Water temperature in the middle to upper 80s out there into the Gulf. Our sunset tonight is about 8:21 for this evening. As we check our forecast for today, variable clouds, about a 30–40% coverage of some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures anywhere from, say, 90 all the way up to possibly 93, 94 up towards the lakes area as we get into the middle part of the afternoon. Heading into tonight, we'll see those numbers back off into the middle to lower 70s. Like I said, overnight we should be pretty dry through the lakes and inland southeast Texas, but maybe a couple of showers along the coast, maybe as far north as the Triangle here as we head towards tomorrow morning. Our 7-day forecast does show rain coverages staying pretty decent out there through Thursday. 40% today, up to about 50% for Tuesday as we see that little area of upper low pressure come through, that little disturbance. And then Wednesday, Thursday, we'll go with about a 40% chance of maybe some more scattered showers and thunderstorms once again. So mainly afternoon stuff. The morning should be fairly dry. The evening's fairly dry. It's the middle part of the day that looks like it could be a little bit wet. And then we drop those rain coverages down. Friday, 20%. Saturday, 20% as far as the rain coverages. And then on your Sunday, we're looking at, looks like a dry forecast right now. We could change that a little bit as we head towards Sunday, but right now we'll call it dry. And we'll see hotter temperatures because of the dry weather. Will be about 94 on Sunday, so kind of hot and humid. I want to go back to the radar. We'll take a look one more time at where the rain is right now across southeast Texas. If you're trying to get out around the lunch hour, trying to maybe go grab something to eat or just maybe run some errands, we'll take a look once more at the radar here. Let me pull it up for you. And here we go. And you, like I said, there's not too much activity right now across southeast Texas. There's a little bit of rain towards mid-county, a couple of showers over there, southern end of Newton County, but that's about it. It looks like this particular cell here in Liberty County, as it's heading up into Hardin County, going to be pretty heavy. Nothing. We're not expecting any severe weather today or strong thunderstorms, but there'll be a few claps of thunder, maybe a little bit of lightning. But this one looks like it's just a shower heading up into southern parts of Hardin County. There's some more heavier rains over towards north of Lake Charles and then around the Houston area. So traveling from Beaumont, maybe heading over to Houston for this afternoon. There are some heavy downpours here and there that you'll have to deal with, but nothing consistent. You're not going to be running the rain the whole way, but it looks like part of the way there you might run into a couple of showers here and there. And once again, we'll zoom in, and there's not too much going on. A little bit of rain between Mauriceville and Deweyville. It's maybe if heading up 87, you run into a little bit of downpour there, and then this shower around Port Neches, Groves has been pretty persistent, hasn't moved a whole lot over the last half an hour or so. It's been pretty steady right there. A couple of showers on the other side of the Sabine over towards Cameron Parish, just south of Orange, and a few spotty showers into here in Jefferson County. Like I said, it's all working its way north or south to north. So if you look to your south, see the skies darkening just a little bit, you could be looking at maybe a shower to come in your direction. Don't be looking north, expecting to go south, because that's not the direction today. Today it's going to be off the Gulf and heading up into the lakes area by later on this afternoon. So like I said, this is kind of weather we're going to see, like I said, through the next 3 or 4 days. So just keep the umbrella handy.